My rich uncle found out I was living in my car while working 2 jobs to pay for college. This is the story of how my father's legacy, meant to be my future, was stolen from under my nose. I was just 27, sleeping in my car, scraping by on 2 jobs, while the stepmother who'd wormed her way into our lives lived comfortably, spending my inheritance. But then, one freezing morning, my long-lost uncle walked into the coffee shop where I was serving, saw the exhaustion in my eyes, and blew my whole world wide open. You know, my childhood was something out of a dream. Growing up in a quiet Boston suburb, our home was a bubble of warmth, laughter, and an unshakable sense of security. My dad, David, was a self-made man. He built his construction supply company from the ground up, but no matter how busy he was, Sundays were sacred. We'd make pancakes, visit the park, and curl up for movies. Those simple rituals were everything. And my mom, Catherine, she was the very heart of our home. She had this incredible way of making everyone feel special. Her chocolate chip cookies were legendary. Our house was always buzzing with friends and family, and her backyard garden was her sanctuary. She used to tell me that watching things grow taught patience and appreciation for life. Our 4-bedroom house wasn't extravagant, but we never wanted for anything. My lavender room had a window seat where I'd read for hours, and every birthday I'd wake up to streamers and balloons my parents had secretly put up. These tiny gestures just screamed how much I was loved. My dad had an older brother, Walter, a big-shot real estate developer who lived in a mansion and traveled constantly. Despite their different worlds, they were incredibly close. Every Thursday, without fail, they'd meet for lunch. Uncle Walter never had kids, so he absolutely doted on me. For my 10th birthday, he took our whole family to Disney World, a memory I still hold so dear. Our holidays were magical. Thanksgiving at our house, Christmas at Uncle Walter's. Mom would cook for days, filling our home with the most amazing smells. Uncle Walter's Christmas parties were these elegant affairs, with a tree that touched the ceiling and gifts for everyone. I truly felt part of something big, a family with deep roots and cherished traditions. What I didn't know then was that my father was meticulously building a future for me. The day I was born, he set up a trust fund for my education. Every single month, he'd add to it, sometimes sacrificing his own comforts to watch it grow. It was meant to be substantial enough for both undergraduate and graduate school. Dad was determined I'd have opportunities he never did. Education, he'd always say, is the one thing nobody can ever take away from you, Sammy. His dream was to see me walk across that stage, the first college graduate in our family. Then when I was 12, everything changed. Mom started getting these terrible headaches. Weeks of agonizing symptoms later, the diagnosis came. Full story video added in below.